Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a build guide for the Blood Mage in Baldur's Gate 3, a modded subclass that just got added to consoles in the in-game mod manager made by DufuLicious. I'll be doing the Blood Knight build this time. I've done the other two subclasses. What's cool about this is it comes with its own unique spells. So we got our Demand Sacrifice, up to 4 creatures have spontaneous wounds, rupture, and bleed, dealing 1 to 10 of acid damage and bleeding for as long as you maintain concentration. With the Charisma save, we have the Rain of Hissing Blood, blanket an area in hissing miasmatic blood, causing 2d6 acid damage to anyone within, drenching the area in blood. And then we also have the Rebellious Flesh, which turns the flesh of a creature against its own will, making their own body uncooperative. They get disadvantage on all attacks and ability checks, as well as strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws, and have their speed reduced, which is actually a huge debuff. So we're going to go with these two choices here and our ability scores. Now, if you're playing on console and you can't figure out how to get past this screen here, you actually have to apply these bonuses and the skill proficiencies. So Constitution being our spellcasting modifier, and we also want to go with either strength or dexterity. I think that dexterity might be the best choice for us, so we're going to go all in on our dexterity, and then we also can put another point here, so something like that. For our skill proficiencies, always take persuasion, and then something like insight works well. But you're going to have to select these and the skill proficiencies in order to be able to confirm and continue. So I'll be going over this full build guide in this video, as well as some gear and combat. So we get the ability to inflict ourselves with damage, and then we can regain spell slot. We'll take our Hissing Blood here for the next level. Although Hellish Rebuke can be really nice, giving us fire damage early on can be very useful. So whatever one of these you prefer. Command can also be quite nice just to be able to drop that on the enemies. At level 3, we get to choose our Blood Knight subclass. I've done the Blood Reaver and the Blood Magus previously. You also get the Blood Bulwark, so bolster someone's flesh with an infusion of fortifying magic, granting them a temporary health equal to 1d10 plus your Blood Mage level. So temporary health using the Blood Bulwark charges, pretty nice. And then we also get to take another level 1 spell here, so you could go with Healing Word if you want to pick up downed allies. Hex can be nice as a concentration to deal a little bit extra damage. I like Command though. Command can be very useful for shutting down the enemies. And then we also get to pick a fighting style, so I like Defense for +1 armor class. Although if you're going with a big weapon, go with the 2 or Great Weapon Fighting, because it's pretty good re-rolling damage dice. 2 weapon fighting adds ability modifier if we're going to use 2 weapons, and dueling if you're going to use a shield, because this will add 2 damage. However, I think the +1 archer or armor class can be very useful early on, and even into the later levels. Now, level 4, we get ourselves the ability to take another spell here, which will take something like our Healing Word or Rain of Hissing Blood. And then for our ability score improvement, I think it's good to go with Constitution or Dexterity. I'm just going to increase the Dexterity here, because that's going to be what we're going to be focused on for weapons. We get our extra attack at level 5, and we get to take another spell slot here. So Rend is weird, 1d6 of piercing. You could go that route if you want to, but Tasha's Hideous Laughter is not bad. Even False Life for the temporary health can be good, just allowing you to tank a bit more attacks. So then we get to pick another level 1 spell here. So we're only like a quarter cast or a third caster, so we don't get that many spell slots. Level 7, we get ourselves the level 2 spells finally, so we can take something like Boil Hide, adding 2 to our armor class, and then dealing 1d4 of acid damage for 10 turns. It says until long rest though, so you can use that to buff yourself up. As well, Hold Person being a very good spell to go with. Now, if you have the Amulet of Greater Health, you can actually dump your Constitution and get the increase to our saves, because you use a Constitution for our spellcasting modifier. Otherwise, if you don't use it, take up your Constitution here, and then I'm just going to use Dexterity since I already have the Amulet of Greater Health on, which gives us the 23 Constitution. You can also go with Bane if you want to apply a Bane to targets, or even Aid can give increased health, which is not bad. Someone on your team should always have Aid, or you can have someone in your camp cast this on everyone. And Enthrall's good too if we just want to grab an enemy's attention. And then at level 10, we get ourselves the Cantrip Sanguine Sanctification. You and your allies have your maximum health increased by 2d6 plus 3, 5 to 15, and deal additional 1d4 of acid damage with each weapon, and for 3 turns you have that effect. Now, we'll take our Hex here, because it's not a bad one for extra damage. And at level 11, we get ourselves another spell here. Healing Word to be able to pick up downed allies. This one is a little bit weaker, and then we also get ourselves another spell here. Although you can add in, like, you could have added in 2 levels of Fighter, or even just a level of Fighter, just because this is going to give us some armor proficiencies, shield, weapons. And then we can also take something like Great Weapon Fighting, or Dueling, or even Archer if you want to use that. So this is not bad for multiclassing if you really want to play this out. And yeah, for gear, we're going to go with, I would recommend having a shield and going with like a some type of one-handed weapon. Like the Falar Aluve is a good choice for weapons. You could go that route. Even if you have a weapon mod, you can go with whatever you prefer. Crimson Mischief's not a bad choice too. Belm gives you a bonus action attack if you want to roll with that. Duelist Prerogative if you don't want to use a shield, but we should for the purpose of this. I want to take the Infernal Rapier there, and then also for our actual armor, we have medium armor, which is all we wanted, because medium armor actually gives you some of the best armor class, especially if you go with the Armor of Agility here. So you can take this route and you get a pretty good 29 armor class. Hard to complain about that. Not the strongest class in the world, but it's a fun one, and it's more so meant to be a fun class. So there we go. We got nice thematic armor, Cloak of Protection, Evasive Shoes, and Ring of Protection, and then also Killer Sweetheart for the critical hit. Amulet of Greater Health gives us a 23 Constitution. I'm also using a Strength Potion, not required. So basically what you want to be doing is you want to apply, you can increase your maximum health points. You can also apply the Boil Hide to yourself. It says until long rest, but it's 10 turns remaining that you have that effect on, and it doesn't seem like it goes away. So this gives us even higher armor class, up to 31. And that's not bad, honestly. We can give ourselves temporary health for 10 turns. Blood Siphon can heal ourselves if we need a little extra health, and we also have the second wind there. Sanguine Sanctification will deal additional acid damage, and there's even some gear that you can set up to deal additional damage whenever you have acid damage applied. So we also get ourselves a Blood Bolt if you have the Blood Sorcery mod, so that's pretty fun. Now, what this looks like in combat, because this is where the builds can come together, I'll show this off in a combat encounter. And now this isn't the strongest class in the game. I just want to make that very clear. We got 4 Blood Bulwark charges. I think the Blood Reaver is a little bit better than this one. This one just has some, you can increase your amount of health here. So as a concentration, you can apply this to yourself. And I guess the Blood Boil is almost over too, so we'll apply that. And there we go. We're now in, we're all buffed up, and we'll just enter combat here. So this is a fun little, oh, we lost our points. We have our temporary health that's been increased. Typically what we want to be doing is we want to get in and attack as much as possible. I should have summoned in our Cambion before we got into this fight, because it's nice to have this from the weapon, but typically what we're going to be doing is just going in and attacking, as getting into the fray of things. So I guess I will summon in the Cambion. Probably not the best turn 1, but giving ourselves a little bit extra aggro. This weapon fits thematically with it, so that's, I guess, the nice thing about that. And we also have the Rays of Fire that we can use to damage a fire target. So boom, boom. We got that. It can also fly around. And then we can also use a bonus action to infuse ourselves and get temporary health. So this is good. We'll give ourselves even further health. So it did cause blood bolstered there. So yeah, we took a little bit of damage, but that's fine. And then we'll just end the turn, wait for them to come out and fight us. Now again, the Blood Mage is not the strongest class, but it's good if you want to challenge using something a little bit different. I prefer like the Mystic or the Witch classes so far on console. Don't know what he's doing there, but yeah, using the Infernal Rapier makes this build a lot stronger because this can use Constitution for our attacks. Although you don't have to go that route, it's just nice to be able to switch things up. So I guess they got pulled into the thick of it. I'll just solo. So we got ourselves the Blood Bolstered and increased armor class. So they're going to have a very hard time hitting us. And then we can also drop like a Hold Person on someone, which is probably the best solution. So we got Hold Person off on the biggest threat there. And then we can also bonus action heal ourselves if we need to, which is nice. Healing Word or the second wind. So having the option to be able to heal yourself is great. We can also go with Pearlia Stakes here, so invest now with powered heals it when it attacks, so it makes it vulnerable to all damage. And what's cool about this is whenever you use this, I guess it doesn't work if you're on Tactician on non-allies, but you could use that to make them vulnerable and hit a little bit harder. So Repulsor can be good. This will unfortunately knock them back. So we can go 10% hit chance. Force Tunnel. We also got ourselves Mind Blast, which this will probably take them out, so we'll go with this. Yeah, that hit for 52 was pretty good. Yeah, that was a finisher, and we took them out by accident. Oops. And then our Cambion can also just hit with a nice. I guess we're too far away to be able to drop the get our extra critical hit chance off on them, but I guess we'll hit there. Oh yeah, that did do critical hits. You're right, or I'm right. Oh, he's going to dash and come out to join us now. Hold Person is such a good spell for many reasons. Oh, he's going to jump past him. That's fine. And then they're going to jump too and fight our Cambion and miss. That's fine. We'll just let everyone else, our Bloodborne Hunter and everything, do its thing. So then next we're just going to get into the fray of things and attack. So Executioner, boom, critical hit, nice. And we'll do that again, follow it up with another one. And then I guess we could have, I don't want to lose my concentration, so Hex isn't really the best choice. Concentrated Blast, I guess, could be a good choice. Concentrating on their spell, you heal as much of the damage that was dealt to it. We even do a Black Hole and pull creatures in. I like using the Lith abilities on these classes that are a little bit weaker than others, so that can be pretty fun to go with. We'll go, I guess, we'll just hit him with that. So 100% chance, boom. And it breaks our concentration, which is a little unfortunate, but that's fine for right now. I guess I should have got him to go first. And then we can disadvantage, disadvantage, disadvantage. That's fine. Maybe I'll back him up too, and then go with the fire attack. There we go. Hopefully that didn't take him out. Nope, didn't. That's fine. As I said, this class is not as strong as some of the others, and she blinded everyone there, so that's good. Beckoning Darkness sucks, and they're going to run back, of course. But with this class, I guess we blocked it there. Oh, they got a critical hit off on our buddy. I guess I could call for reinforcements if I wanted to, because this is not the strongest class. So you could drop. I won't. I'll just pull them up. And end turn. Let myself go. Get myself out of the darkness. And then you can even go ahead and... I'm out of level 2 spell slots. That sucks. But we got ourselves a free cast. So I might hit her with that again. Hopefully it lands. Yeah, that landed. So we got our darkness gone. And then we can also... give our friend some healing there. I guess we'll just do that. Level 1 spell. Got 9 extra health. That's fine. I probably shouldn't have canceled the concentration, but while that's happening, we can, I guess, rush attack or main hand attack there. Do a little extra damage. This is not a feature that's on the class. The Cambion is just from they saved. Crap. That was unfortunate. So I guess we'll call in the reinforcements. This class is not the strongest class in the game. It's not even like not even very, yeah, it's probably one of the weaker classes out there. So yeah, that is a little unfortunate, but it can be a fun one. Oh, we're gonna hit our friend. That's fine. That is totally fine. And then we'll drop down a upcasted magic missile to get rid of this fella. I don't need to hit one of those, but I love the magic missile animation though. And boom, my turn, get hit, and then we'll drop. I guess I could just go with an attack here, that's fine. And boom, critical block, of course he did. And there we go, finish it off. So yeah, Blood Knight, not the strongest, but it's still a fun one. I just wanted to cover this, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button below. Shout out to DufuLicious for making this mod, and I'll see you all in the next video.